Welcome to a semi-realistic simulation of early Ashley County, Arkansas. We sit here for about 2 or 3 hours typing in prompts from ideas inspired by Y.W. Ethridge and Buckner, J.W. Buckner, and Mr. and Mrs. Carpenter, and all the other histories that we read from Reynolds and Doogie Darling and everybody, all wrapped up into one little thing, with this kind of, it's kind of you carry it around in your brain. But what we're doing here is that we just kind of created a series of videos. You're going to find that there's over 100 small videos here that'll be just going back and forth. There's a little bit of everything. I try to capture a little bit of day, a little bit of night, a little bit of going to town, a little bit of going to school, a little bit of going to church, a little bit of working in the fields, just a little bit of everything. Just so that we could see what, the words that were written about describing back then and the pictures, what it would look like moving, okay? So this is all based around 1900. Now, I did play with the year some in my prompts to type, you have to type in a prompt inside of AI to get a response. Well, anyway, I'm going to start reading a little bit of this so you can kind of see somewhere of where this came from. Of course, a lot of this we know because a lot of us were raised on farms, specifically people that would spend their time listening to something like this. Okay, let's start out like this. Life in Ashley County was shaped by the land, the people, and the industries that sustained them. The days were long, the work was hard, but the sense of community ran deep. From the crack of dawn to the dim glow of pine knot torches at night, every moment held a story waiting to be told. Life in the early 1900s. A pioneer's day started early. The scent of wood smoke filled the air as fires were stoked to cook breakfast. Biscuits, bacon, and strong coffee boiled in an iron pot. Farmhands gathered for the day's work, whether tending crops, caring for livestock, or headed to the sawmills where the rhythm hum of saws never seemed to stop. The towns. For those who made the trip into town, places like Hamburg or Crosset bustled with activity. General stores lined the dirt streets, offering everything from flour and sugar to kerosene and nails. Horse-drawn wagons kicked up dust as farmers came to trade goods, catch up on the latest news, or collect their mail from the post office. The logging industry. Timber was king. The Gates Lumber Company and later the Crosset Lumber Company dominated the economy. Men felled massive pine trees with crosscut saws while oxen and mule teams dragged the timber to waiting rail cars. The work was dangerous, but it was the backbone of progress in Ashley County. Travel and transportation. Railroads snaked through the county, hauling logs, people, and goods. For those without the luxury of the railroad, travel meant bouncing along the rough dirt roads in a wagon, hoping the weather hadn't turned to the path to deep, impassable mud. People in communities. The ingenious buttermilk coolers. Out on the farms, pioneers made use of the land in every way they could. One clever trick was using deep wells, not just for water, but as natural refrigerators. Buttermilk, a staple in their diet, I'm going to cue some buttermilk cornbread, was lowered 20 feet into the well, keeping it ice cold even in the summer heat. There was nothing quite like the taste of fresh chilled buttermilk straight from the depths of the earth. Humor on the frontier. Life wasn't all work. There was plenty of room for humor too. Take the old story of the well that mysteriously moved during a late night church meeting. A group of mischievous boys thought it would be funny to lead a man straight into the well in the dark. The poor fellow was soaked, But in true pioneer fashion, the community quickly rallied to pull him out and probably had a good laugh while they did. Housewarmings and social gatherings. Housewarmings were the heart of the community, gatherings filled with music, games, and storytelling. The Virginia Reel brought people together, dancing under the flickering glow of pine knot torches. Children played Drop the Handkerchief and Fox and Geese, their laughter echoing into the night. The importance of education. Schools were simple, often just a single-room building where children of all ages learned their lessons together. Teachers drilled students in reading, writing, and arithmetic, often using a few well-known books, but education was prized that many families sacrificed to make sure their children could learn. Legends and mysteries of Ashley County. Haunted places and old stories. The county was rich with ghost stories and legends. Some swore they had seen strange lights flickering in the woods, while others whispered about eerie figures near the old churchyards. Even today, the land holds secrets waiting to be uncovered by those willing to listen. Wildlife encounters. Life on the frontier meant sharing the land with nature. Panthers, bears, and all sorts of creatures roamed the forests. Hunters relied on skill and patience, knowing the woods could be both bountiful and dangerous. Reflections on the past. Much has changed in Ashley County since those days. The towns have grown, the roads have paved over wagon trails, and the sawmills no longer ring with the same fury. But echoes of the past remain in the trees, the rivers, and the stories passed down through the generations. Ashley County is more than just a place. It's a story of resilience, hard work, humor, and community. And as long as we remember the past, it continues to live on. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Ashley County, whether you call it home or simple curious about the past. May these stories remind us of the strength and the spirit for those that came before us. And we're getting close to the end of this. I do want to go in and throw in a couple of extra things real quick. About AI. A lot of people are confused about it. But I'm not, like I said, we're not trying to misconceive anybody with any of these things. Now, there is some playing that we do with it. But I want you to know that we really tried to do with this video here, and we hope you enjoy it. It has a lot of, and we sit there and really spend time with this, doing as much as we can. Now, you're going to see there's going to be a lot of errors in it, and yes, you can find those. Or you can say, yeah, I could see where that could be a realistic thing. So you got to go in with a positive attitude. If you go in there looking for mistakes, I guarantee you're going to find them. You're going to find lots and lots and lots of mistakes. But you're going to find something that's not a mistake, too. You're going to find something that has been fun for me to create, and I really hope you enjoy watching it. Peace.